Become a Golden Knight today and never miss a video by clicking that subscribe button and that bell. Anyway, on with the video. Hello my Golden Knights, it's Richyrichgold here and welcome to a Greenville beginner's guide. So I have had people saying to me that they want some more kind of Greenville guides and things like that, so that's what we're going to be doing today. And I suppose we're just going to kind of jump right into it. So we're going to start off, first of all, on how to actually get into the game the proper way. Now, as you can see, I've already looked up Greenville, up the top there in the Roblox website. Now, you will see here there are so many kind of fakes of Greenville and old versions that Milk's made and all kind of stuff like that. Do not click on any of these, alright? It's just a waste of time. Don't go on any of these. But what you do want to go on to is this big one right here with the thousands of people playing at any given time. Now, this will kind of give you access to some of the changelogs right here, the store, and, individual servers, and if you want to buy a private server, you absolutely can right there. But one more thing before we actually get into the actual game, right here, this is the official Greenville Discord. Now, you want to go ahead and click on this 100% in order to actually get into some of the roleplay stuff, and, it'll show you in the frequently asked questions how to actually join their official roleplay server and all that kind of stuff, just so you can have a bit of a better roleplay experience than just in the public servers. I do actually plan to make a video on how to actually get into the official roleplay server, like I use in my OGVRP Greenville roleplay series, but for now, we're just going to hop into the public game by clicking this big button right here. Okay, so first of all, you should just load up right here on a loading screen that looks exactly like or similar to this one, and you'll have this beautiful kind of background music that we've got going on here. But before you hit play, this is just a quick way to kind of see all the changelogs and things like that, so you can see what's been added in the updates if you're not already in the Discord. But first of all, I suppose to get started, we're just going to go ahead and click play. It should kind of zoom in there, and we should be ready to spawn in. So here we are. We're in a public session, so as you can see, there are other people in there not loaded in cars. And now that everything is loaded in, the first thing you're going to want to do to kind of get ahead of the game is you just want to go and click right here, this little clipboard, and select literally any job. So I'm just going to go for Fox Mountain Banker, and there we go. And so what this will do is every few minutes or so, you'll start getting money generating without even doing anything. So it'll just keep on coming in. Now, I made a video on how to make money, or a lot of money, in Greenville, and I'll link that right up there so you can go ahead and check it out, and that'll tell you a little bit more about how you actually can make a lot of money in Greenville. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is to come over into the dealership desk right behind where you spawned, and you're actually going to want to go into filters and just go ahead and select sort by low to high, because you should only start off with a few $1,000s, so not a whole lot. But you do have some cool cars to choose from. It really doesn't matter which one you pick, as long as it looks pretty decent. It's very hard to say which one is the best, because it all kind of depends on what you like. I know this one's pretty popular, this one's pretty popular. Oh, sorry, not that one. This one's pretty popular. And I'm not sure if you can actually afford this one yet, so you might have to wait a few minutes to actually pick it up. But I think, first of all, we're just going to go ahead and start with this one, because I feel like a lot of people might actually want to go for them. Let me just run you through some of the basics. So on the left here, it shows what vehicle pass you need, and you can buy those with real Robux in the kind of store page, which I'll get into that in just a second. Now, it'll also show you, other things like the vehicle type and the car brand and all that kind of stuff. Now, over here, the trims, this kind of changes the models of the car. So as you can see for this one, you can pick through quite a few of them, but we're just going to go for probably just the basic one because we don't have a lot of money. And then you can check out the vehicle specs and stuff, so you can compare, a couple different vehicles and find out the top speed and all that kind of stuff. And then you can just go ahead and pick a color to start with. We might just actually we might go yellow. Why not? We'll go yellow for this one. And then you just pretty much want to buy it, and you should be good to go. Yep, there we go. And it's taking the money out of my account, and there is your first vehicle in Greenville. Okay, so once you've actually gone ahead and bought your first car in Greenville, we're now going to go ahead and check out some of the different kind of things that you'll see on your screen, because the car really is the most important thing. This kind of stuff comes second, but anyway. So first of all, you'll get this little icon right here. This is the My Garage. This is where it'll show you all the different vehicles that you've got. You won't have this many slots. I bought a vehicle pass that I'll show you in just a second. You already know what this job selection is. Some of these may be locked, I think, unless you have a certain pass, but yeah, that's pretty much it for that one. Then you've also got the player list. This shows all the names of people and everything like that, and their roles as well, which is pretty important. Then you've got the shop. This is where you can find all the vehicle passes. As you can see, I've got all of them, including the more storage pass right there. Now, this is where you can actually buy cash. I wouldn't really recommend this, but you do you. And then you've also got the settings where you can change all sorts of things. So here you can choose your adaptive FOV, your render quality as well. This will show, the quality of things from far away. As you can see, if I kind of turn this down, it changes things a little bit. But you want to go ahead and keep that on Ultra if your PC can handle it. And then you've also got your gauges style. We'll kind of get into that once we get into the car. And pretty much all this stuff is actually, got to wait until we get in the car. So we're gonna go and actually hop in the car so we can check those things out. Alright, and now you should be able to go ahead and spawn your car. So you just want to go to your garage right here, and you want to go ahead and spawn it in, and your car should look something like this. Now, if you do have trouble, it glitches out or something like that, just go ahead and click Despawn Current Vehicle, and then you can go ahead and respawn it. Another great thing to know is you can actually respawn it without clicking Despawn, just by clicking it. Oh, yeah, sometimes you've got to give it a second. There we go, just by clicking it like that. Now, if you're on, basically, if you're on PC, you just want to go ahead and click E when it says drive. If it says sit, then you're just going to basically sit in a couple of the other seats, and you're not actually going to be able to control the car whatsoever. So go ahead and press E if you're on PC. And then you should have, you should be able to hop in your car. It'll automatically start up for you, and we're going to go through some of the controls. Okay, so you'll start off in park. Now, if you're on PC, all you want to do is just press E, and then it'll go into reverse, then neutral, and then drive, and then you're good to go. And vice versa. And obviously you use WASD to, turn the wheels and to go forward, and, if you want to do that, then you go backwards. Now, this is kind of, just the way that I have it set up. Now, if it's not this way for you, you can go into settings right here, and you can actually go ahead and change the, gear shifting from arcade to realistic. If you want to go arcade, then all you have to do is, and also you can turn the handbrake on and off by pressing P, by the way, so you can go for some cool drifts and stuff. And then this kind of will change it into the different kind of more arcade-ish way of doing things. But I go ahead and I like to keep it on realistic. Now, car collision, this is really a preference, but you can basically turn that on to collide with others, and it makes a more of a realistic car crash kind of scenario kind of thing. Braking mode, I like to keep it on instant because smooth, I feel, is a little bit too slow. But if you're all good with taking the time to kind of get used to the smooth braking, then I say go for that. Acceleration mode, you want that on instant if you want to pretty much all the time, I'd say. And then auto flip, you probably want to turn that on. You can turn it off if you want to do some roleplay stuff where you crash and you don't want to flip over, so you want to kind of roleplay it out. So that's absolutely fine. Steering speed, I like to keep it on medium, but if you're doing a race or something like that, maybe turn it on fast so you get it to be a little bit more responsive. And right before I forget, your gauges will probably look way different, where you can see the fuel and everything like that. So to go ahead and change that, you just want to basically click that, and it'll go into the standard version. And for some reason, it's not actually working, but you'll see. For you, it should work. I'm not sure why it isn't. Maybe I have to hop out of the car. Let me try that. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, see, there we go. So there, you've got, it's a lot more simple, and, basically like that, but I don't really like it like that. I prefer to have it in the advanced mode. That's kind of just what I tend to use. But anyway, we can go ahead and set off. Now, I recommend not using the drive, but actually go ahead and press E one more time, and you'll go into the sports mode, and this will just kind of improve your acceleration overall, and you can do things like use your handbrake to do a bit of a handbrake turn and that kind of thing. It's not really necessary, but it is a little bit fun. Now, this map may be a little daunting at first, but I did make a map tour video that I'll link again right up here in the corner there, so you can go ahead and check that out and get all familiar with the map and everything like that. But for now, we're just going to kind of come from the dealership and head down this main road, because there's a few things I kind of want to show you. So yeah, just keep heading down this main road. Now, I want to mention something about the actual speed that you want to be traveling at. I'm actually going to slow down, because you want to be traveling at about 60 miles per hour at any given time to make the most money. So yeah, you just want to kind of travel at this speed, at around kind of the speed of the speed limit, and that should give you the most amount of money. As you can see, from driving 1.1 miles, I just earned about $750, which is more than I think the jobs give you, but it's important to actually keep that job thing going in the background. So, as you've been heading down this main road, if you haven't watched the map review video, the map tour video, I would certainly recommend it. It's all up to date and everything like that as the time of making this video. But you want to come to this petrol station, because there are a few of these petrol stations dotted around, and a lot of people are actually confused as to how you fill up your car, because when you go up to the pumps, there's no button. You know what I mean? You can't press anything. But as you just probably saw there, if you actually just click on it, you can just choose to fill it up, and it'll refuel your vehicle, and you can hop back right in, and you've got a full tank of petrol. So it's a really nifty thing to know, because a lot of people, they don't know how to actually refill their cars, and it's a little bit weird. But they have actually fixed it, so if you just kind of click it, it'll just pop right up, which is absolutely fantastic. Now I'm actually going to go ahead and show you the house claiming system. So we're going to go right over here, but there are heaps of houses around. If you go in any direction, you're bound to run into some sort of house, and they look kind of like these right here. So you just want to kind of go into pretty much any neighborhood, find any house whatsoever, and pick one that I guess you like the look of. I quite like the look of this one, so I'm going to go ahead. Actually, you know what? Let's go for maybe a... no, we'll stick with this one, I think. I was going to go for a single story, but I think we'll stick with this one. Now, in order to claim it, it is pretty easy. You just want to walk right over here to touch to claim house. You want to walk right into it, and the interior will automatically load in. As you can see, none of the other houses are claimed, so none of them have interiors, except for my one. Now, there are a few controls that you need to know. When you first claim a house, anybody, and I mean anybody, can walk right through the front door. Right like this. It is very easy, and you've also got a little doorbell as well for them. In order to actually lock your front door, you just want to go ahead and press that little lock button that should appear right there, and then it'll stop anybody from entering right through there, and you can go ahead and unlock it. Now, another thing, in order to get into your garage, it's not like with the front door, you don't just phase through it anymore, at least. You just want to go ahead and press that little garage button, and it'll go ahead and open up, and you can go ahead and actually park your car inside. So there we go, it's all parked. I did crash a little bit, but you can go ahead and press it again, and that door will shut. Now, you can also go ahead and open the doors inside by pressing E or whatever button is convenient to you, right there, and these doors actually open. The front door doesn't, but these doors actually do, and you can go around and customize cool things like turning on the TV, and you can, watch the news and see what's going on through there. And there are some other buttons that do change things as well. But, I mean, that's pretty much it for the homes. Other than to actually unclaim them, you just want to go ahead and press that little X, and it'll teleport you out, and your car will be automatically despawned if it's inside the kind of property area. So that is pretty much it for the homes. And incidentally, that is going to be it for the actual video. Now, if you do want some more guides or something like that, you can actually go into help and tutorials, and it will tell you everything that you want to know. So it's got heaps of information from the actual game in order to kind of tell you basically all the things that I've pretty much told you in this video. Now, customizing your vehicle, it should tell you kind of how to do that, but I've covered that in a different map tour video and everything like that, so I would go ahead and recommend checking out the map tour and everything like that, because it'll show you so much more that you can do in this game, and it is really, really worth it. But other than that, that is going to do us all for today. So hopefully you found this video useful. Hopefully you enjoyed it at the very least. Hopefully you maybe learnt something. And if you've got any questions, go ahead and leave a comment down below, as I answer every single comment that I do get. So thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.